Hey guys, this is the Wise Squirrel, and sorry I'm not posting me playing a game yet. I mean, I did just make this account yesterday, but like I was looking on my thing, it's glitching up right now. I don't know what's happening, and I didn't see my camera down to a different angle somehow. So I don't know how that happened. Now you can see my door. The door will stare back at you, so be careful. Yep, but today, I pretty much used up too much time after school that I missed the bus, and I had to walk all the way from the high school to the middle school, which I don't even know how far it was. But I really wasn't paying much attention, just walking, thinking. And eventually I ended up there. And my mom's teacher, so she just drove me home. And after the words, I went to Safeway with my mom because, she had to go there anyways, and I just randomly showed up, kind of thing. Thinking what to talk about. Trying to reposition that. Sorry that I am positioning my camera during a video. It will not happen a lot. I can't really guarantee that because sometimes I'll move around, like chair will probably move over here one day, just be like, hello, then have to adjust that way, then move over there. Also, I was gonna do Team Fortress 2 because I don't know. I just don't know what else to do right now, and it can be pretty fun when you're bored sometimes. But my Xbox was glitching up, don't know why, so I'm just recording this off YouTube again. Yeah, trying to see. I think those are, yeah, those look to be like pixels from the camera. Sorry if you can take a little red dot there, and then you see another like blued off to the side. Huh. Thinking what to talk about, cause pretty much I just get really bored, decide to make a video. Um, hmm. This is kind of what I like to do live streams because you guys can actually tell me what to say, so I don't look like a babbling idiot the whole time. It's very true. I will look like a babbling idiot most of the time. I like to chew gum a lot, and I try not to do it during my videos because people can get very annoyed at gum chewing during a video and will just make people leave the video and just like, this isn't professional, or this is very annoying. Like, I wanted to see what this is about, but no, this person's just too annoying. Trying to think of other games I'm gonna play, cause my last introduction video I didn't really cover much because I really got tired and just wanted to go to sleep. It was already 11, so I pretty much didn't have as much time as I did in the original. Just gonna talk about more about myself in this video. Favorite soda. It changes a lot. Like right now, it'd have to be either Mountain Dew or ginger ale. I don't know why. Just tastes ginger ale is really strong and makes me want to drink less of it at a time. But I still get that flavor that I like from soft drinks, so it can be very good. Probably favorite thing to do is play my games, play soccer, hang out with friends, watch Netflix, which I do a lot. Sometimes I'll even do it during my video just because the sound, it's not picked up by my mic, but this is a brand new mic, so I don't know if it's going to pick up the sound from my TV or not. I'm going to have to check that later on. Uh, Also, this headset, if any of you guys were curious, it is wireless as I showed you in the previous videos. It uses this cord to charge. You can use it while it's charging, so it'd be like a wired headset. But this one, it was charged real recently and has about a 6-hour battery life, so I think I'm good for a while, especially because I turn off my mic after I use it. I have a blanket because I really like blankets even when it's blazing hot outside. I'll probably still be in a blanket because just the feel of it, I don't know. But I don't get cold that easily, which is funny because I like blankets a lot. I lived in tropical climates for a really long time. Yet, cold is not an issue, hot is. I really don't like the heat that much. Um, my soccer season's almost over, and I don't know if I said this before, but my soccer team really didn't do too well because all of our strengths didn't really match together. Um, but I'm probably going to be playing indoor in the winter, so that should be fun. Hmm. uh, And I don't know if I say this in my recent video, which I probably did because I kind of vaguely remember myself talking about it. But I did make 2 introduction videos, and the last one I can't remember that much of. I will look around my room randomly at times, kind of find things to talk about. Like what I just did now above my TV, I have like this little picture of a cardinal, and I'll see if I can adjust the camera to that angle. See, you can see the office on the TV below, air conditioning, and up there is a cardinal. I know what it is about the Cardinals. I like not sports thing or anything, because as I said before, I don't even watch sports. I don't know. I like to play sports, not like to watch sports, and don't understand much about football. Only for sports I'd actually be able to tolerate watching would be baseball and soccer. Soccer because I played it. Baseball just because it seems like concept's pretty easy to me. I just don't like a game where a whole play will end by you not picking up a ball or like from falling out of the sky. It's just I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Cardinals. I just kind of like them because it's their color. They look really good in nature because I've seen a couple, and I don't know. Just saying about that bird. I'm a cat person, not a dog person, because when I was real little, a dog tackled me to the ground, so kind of think dogs try to kill me every single time I see one. But cats I've had since I was not even able to remember, and um, cats they're just always so friendly. They may want attention a lot, but sometimes it's good because they'll just go up and sorry if I just I don't know why I'm playing. It's this weird USB like thing. I'm just like playing around with it. I'm doing random stuff. Just kind of keep my fingers entertained while I get bored. Um, but back to my cats. I've never had a dog. But I've had about, let's see. I'm gonna try to do the ones I remember because I'm pretty sure there were ones before. But I remember we had a cat named Patches, which was like an orange tabby, which was then my dad's sister's, and sadly he recently had to be put down because of his age. Um, After that we got a small kid named Frady. Like we named him Frady Cat because he was a little skittish and everything, but he was really young, so you can't really tell. But after a while he just became really, social and everything, and it was funny because just this like close social cat that my dad told me, because we had him when I can not really remember much, because I'm telling you this was back in North Carolina, and I vaguely remember North Carolina because I was only 5 years old when I left. But like my dad took him with him in the car, and he was at a drive-through, and the cat literally goes up to the window and meows, or I don't know, like think he meowed into the speaker thing when my dad wanted to go order the food. So that's pretty funny. After that, we had a Bengal named Tigger, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the house cat Bengals. I mean, you guys probably are thinking tigers, and pretty much at night they are. In the morning, these cats are probably the most skittish, scared cats, I'd say. But at night, they just get really aggressive, really territorial, really protective, and I mean, a skittish cat and an aggressive cat, when those two qualities go together, they do not mix that well. They will create something very bad to happen in the future, which later on we kind of saw. But I remember one time I was really thirsty, walked out of my bed, went to go get water, drank it, walked back, and in the middle of the hallway, there's Tigger, and he's just like staring at me. And I start walking forward, and he just starts, you know, how cats kind of do that weird little shuffle where they'll slowly like jump and move closer to you. Pretty much that's what he was doing, and I started running, and he clawed at my leg, scratched up pretty badly. Like, really not deep cut, but like, you know, cat scratches, they'll just go really fast. Stings when you touch them, puffed up a little. But yeah, I ran to my bed, and I jumped into my bed, and he just prowls, um, by pacing back and forth, kind of going around the bed and everything. And after about 5 minutes, he just walks out of the room. And also, my mom and dad said that they'd wake up half the time with his teeth in their throats. So that's a little scary. The reason we were actually going to take him with us when we moved to California, but as I said before, skittish and aggressive don't work that well. My mom was taking him into the kennel area, so, you know, he was really nervous and everything. And and the cat had his front claws declawed, so it sounds really ridiculous. But he pretty much opened his jaw and bit the back of my mom's head, and it was a pretty deep thing. Because now that I think about it, it wasn't him scratching me, or it was probably before he was declawed, I can't remember straight. Kind of thinking back, as like, wait a minute, he's declawed, but he scratched me when I was running and jumping into my bed. He probably bit my leg or something, because that cat knew how to use its teeth. I mean, if you get them like the sharp tooth, then that'd be amazing. But you know, they kind of need those to crunch. They need those for all their food. So yeah, you can't do that. And also, that'd be very disgusting and sounds very painful, and I think would be considered animal cruelty. That cat was aggressive, so we couldn't really have him because, I mean, we were only about, I was, I'm trying to remember correctly, like 8. My sister was 9, or, yeah, my sister was 9. So, you know, when this cat can take both kids down, and it can leave a mark like that, then you have to get rid of it. Um, Now, the cat after that we got was a cat named Toby, which we still currently have. Later on we got another cat named Casper, and yes, he's named after the friendly ghost because, see, they're both ragdolls, and one's a seal point, the other one's a flame point, and Casper's still mostly like white with a whole bunch of orange, and as you can tell from that, he's a flame point, and Toby's a seal point. But Toby and Casper have their funny stories. Like once Toby, you know those fake old pumpkins? Like we had one up on a ledge on the second floor back in California, and Toby kind of attacks it, and he goes down with the pumpkin. I mean, they both fall from the second story of the house, and fall to the first story. I mean, he's perfectly fine. He just runs away because he's kind of in shock because he didn't like the pumpkin, and falling with it was going to be run away. Then Casper, we kind of call him a circus cat at times because he'll walk on the banisters, and I'm not even kidding. Like the banisters are like the rails that kind of prevent you from walking and falling into the stairs or onto the first story. And he just walked on them, and I don't see how he keeps the balance, because, I mean, one loud noise seems like he's gonna fall, so it kind of makes us scared. And also, cats don't always land on their feet. I don't care what people have that stereotype saying. I've seen cats fall on their backs, like Toby when he tried to attack that pumpkin. He was definitely not landing on his feet. It feels like my screen got really red. I don't know why. So, I'm sure if you can see my screen really red. Now it looks like I'm going to yell at you very angrily by my face. Like, just have that as the little thing. Just be like an angry face of me in the red background. Come back. Okay, this kind of looks like an angry video. And then they're going to go to it and actually be me explaining this video. And it looks like the red's wearing all the way, so that's better. I probably should get a new camera though, because as I said before, this one is a Microsoft Xbox Live Vision camera, which is made for the Xbox 360, not for a computer. It still plugs into it because, you know, Xbox uses USB ports, computers use USB ports. Hmm. So I just talked for probably about 10 minutes about cats and dogs. Well, about 1 minute on dogs, 10 minutes on cats. Uh, you're probably wondering on my name. Well, I was gonna do a different name, but I wasn't allowed to have periods in it, or, you know, space or underscore, so I couldn't really do it. But pretty much in 6th grade, that's when, for some reason, it seemed like middle school was when we actually started getting nicknames and everything, and for 6th grade year, mine was Squirrel, and that was given to me by my friends, because we don't even know what we were thinking. Like, we were doing this really, really weird role play because we got so bored at the buses. So we would probably have about 10 minutes for the buses to arrive after school to just talk about it. Kind of like, I don't know. And also before school, we'd always go to like the library or walk around or something, because their library is really quiet, and we could just walk around anywhere because California has one outdoor school. So this place, I've not seen an outdoor school, I don't think yet here. And I'm just like, well, I kind of imagine middle school indoors, but not elementary school. High school also imagine indoors. So, you know, those two are indoors, and in California, all of them were outdoors. I don't mean literally you're going to learn outdoors, but what I mean is there's no hallways. It's just, as soon as you walk out of that classroom, you're literally out in like a sidewalk area with the sun blazing down at you. So, I mean, it was California, which is why I didn't understand. Okay, why can't we just, you know, have hallways here, and so we can prevent from burning to death during the really hot months? I don't know. Hmm. And what do you, and, you know, look around randomly. But my nickname there was Squirrel 2.0 specifically, because it was really weird and random what we're talking about. It's like, my person is a clone of a original squirrel agent who died, but I'm a clone of it, so that's why I get the 2.0 form from. Then we had another person who's another version of it, like Abomination 2.5 or something, and pretty much what he is another attempt at doing it, but epic fail. And it was just real fun. I mean, I can still remember those days. Don't really, like, the only person I ever really talked to anymore was Spencer, but I barely talked to him at all either. Um, I have his number in my yearbook. That's the only reason I can still stay in contact with him, but I didn't really stay in Contact with Angelo, Carpet, or um, Peter. And also Carpet's real name is Matt, but I don't know why we just call him Carpet because, Carpet and Matt's are kind of the same, I guess. I mean, a Matt's like a small carpet. Also, guys, give me ideas on what games you really want to see me play because I'm free games. I'll most likely just hop on, see how it is, unless something I've played before and I just didn't like. Or some of the games that you have to pay to play because this Steam library is full of games, and I don't know if that'd be on your list that you want to see me play. Also, guys, just before you ask, because I sometimes is a popular subject. I do not play StarCraft, even though I do have my Blizzard account. I mean, the only things I've played on Blizzard would be World of Warcraft and Diablo, and I really didn't like Diablo. First playthrough, it was pretty fun and everything, even though I did lose interest in it like halfway into the first act. Then eventually came around, I got to the third act, or second act, between that. Gave up, then finished the game. Tried to go back into it, got through the first act, and never went back. I just don't know what it is. That game is not fun after you go through it once. And they're supposed to have a software that kind of make it more fun because, their dungeons are going to be more randomized. So, it's like, okay, well, it's going to be totally a different adventure. It's not a different adventure when you go through the dungeon. I mean, those are only small parts. You're going through the same cities, you're going through the same huge areas. I mean, I played many MMORPG games, so, I'm getting used to that, and I've replayed many levels of games, but just that, I didn't like that. It was really weird. Just the game itself, I don't know what it was about it. Just made me lose interest real fast. My friend played it for a while after me, and then eventually kind of agreed it wasn't getting much better. Also, I'm still using Mozilla Firefox. I don't know what's up with Google Chrome right now, but I think I just have to restart my computer. I'm just too lazy to. Um, hmm. Got this thing again. Just I don't know, do random things. Hmm. But yeah, also this since yesterday I wasn't really feeling good. Probably had a little better yesterday's video than today because I'm, openly talking about it. And kind of have a sickening look in my face or something, I don't know. But yesterday, like, I stayed up really late after I made that video because I was up coughing and uh, sneezing and threw up a couple of times, even though I was taking medicine because I was really not feeling good. Like, I took ibuprofen, I took a NyQuil, but it just didn't really help. And then I had to go to school because it's the end of the marking period, so, just make sure of every single teacher, which is one of the reasons why I was late to the bus and missed it because, I was trying to check on a, paper that that I thought I was supposed to turn in. Because I'm looking through my binder, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really should get this to my language arts teacher. And I was talking to my French teacher for a while because I'm not the most organized person, but I do really good work. I was talking to my French teacher because I have lots of friends who actually have her too, but two of them are in my period, French 3, and then two others are in French 2, and I don't know if they have the same period or not. I just know we all have the same teacher. Hmm. Um. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to things I like. Favorite movie series would probably be the Resident Evil series because it's just the zombies and everything. It's very interesting. It's more unique than most zombie movies and things. Because most zombie movies don't really have a story on how that happened. They're just like, you know what? It just happened. You're already in the middle of the story. Or we're never gonna tell you what happens. Or we're gonna slowly tell you how it came to be this way. I mean, that's okay to do, so I tell you how it came to be, but Resident Evil kind of goes all up front, like where it starts and how it spreads through all the movies. Because you start out with it not even being there, and that's better than most movies, I'd say. And there are those movies where they kind of show it, but they don't go into much depth. I mean, it's just one little thing that happens. I don't know. I don't really watch. Like, I can't really find that many good movies on Netflix about zombies. If you guys have any suggestions, I'll be glad to hear them. But I really have lost in, like, I really just don't know what to watch on Netflix. I mean, you guys, when I showed you it, you saw The Office as one of the things, like, the most recent played. I've probably finished that series 2 times, and it's like my third time going through. I've also finished that 70 show twice. I finished a lot of the series twice, and they're not short series, they're really big series. Finished Prison Break. I don't even remember how many I finished. I know I finished Supernatural twice. Buffy the Vampire Slayer once and a half. Mm, and much, much more that, I don't know, I just lose interest after a while sometimes. And then I'll go back to one because I don't know what to watch. There's nothing good sometimes. Before I actually liked Resident Evil, I liked Matrix because it was, I don't know, it's just, it had lots of action in it, like lots of fight scenes, and I don't know, just really was a good movie to me. So, I watched it a lot. Trying to think on what to talk about again. As you guys can see, because it's been about almost half an hour of me talking, I'm not wearing glasses because, as I said before, I don't really need my glasses, but sometimes they do help me see, like, I can't really see that good far away without them, and they make some things a lot clearer, but I'm telling you, I can see perfectly fine. Just, I have to wear them when I start driving. Hmm. I'm gonna go spin around in my chair. Hmm. Also, hopefully it's a 4-day weekend. So that should be fun. Hmm. What to discuss? What to discuss? Guys, give me any random topic when, after you see this video, because I really will go into many different topics that I understand. Yes, my friends call me a pure child, never curse, never, like, I've never cursed. Also, I don't understand about half the things they say, like, all the inappropriate stuff. I'm just like, what? And they also explain to me, I just choose to forget what they tell me, because I really just don't want to know. But that's how you keep childlike innocence. You just forget everything they tell you, and you should be good. Hmm. Well, I'm probably just gonna wrap up the video pretty soon, because, it's been about half an hour. And most people's videos are about 10 to 15 minutes. And I've said this before, I believe, but I like making long videos, because, it, it's kind of a non-stop thing. It's a continuing conversation, not like 15-minute segment, quick talk. This kind of makes me have more time to think on some earlier topics I discussed. And also, if there's anything I really want to add, I can just add it. I don't really care how long the video is. I just like videos to be very long because also gives you more information. I've probably said this before, but if you go on my old channel that I used to post things on, McPhone at, uh, that's pretty much what I say email, but it's, my channel is McFellon, and there is a, I think, 11-hour video and a 9.5-hour video, and those were both made over one weekend. And they were actually posted before my friend left my house. So it was pretty fun. All it really was me and him playing Tekkit forever. I mean, we do take breaks, but I didn't know how to operate the software that well back then, so yeah, they'll just have be random pauses, but you guys are free to go look at those and, watch a little bit of it. Might take a really long time to watch all 11 hours though. And it's just me and him playing Tekkit and me raging at Tekkit because of stupid things happening, and I end up spawning some stuff really noobishly because I'm just angry at what happened in it. Like, one point I am falling down water and for some reason my keys are kind of stuck or something because it won't let me go forward, and I'm just jumping, because you get that little bit of air to kind of be able to leap away. My guy is pushed even faster in the lava, and I'm like, how does that happen? I'm going forward, and I'm jumping forward. Then I lost a lot of stuff, and I just ended up spawning it all back. In the end, we just, we got pretty far, but after a while we scrapped the server, and then we did his server for a while. Underwater house, like underwater base. Eventually I joined their server and created a little mining shaft that was secretly hidden behind pistons and everything. And I helped them improve their flower, their power flower, which if you guys play Tekkit is, or if you guys don't play Tekkit, it's pretty much all the solar, not solar, collectors and relays that are connected to the energy condenser, yeah, energy condenser, I think it's called. It's been a while since I played Tekkit, so I can't really remember that well. But yeah, pretty much I just hope to improve that. Then after a while, we just got so much stuff that the game kind of became boring, and then we played with computer graph for a while. I made a four-door vault system that you'd have to go through. It's like, okay, enter the first password, enter the second, enter the third, enter the fourth. Have a nice fall. Floop. And then it was fun just to go up to the console and just close the door behind them. Looking around again. Favorite candy. That's a tough one. It's probably, I don't know actually. I mean, it changes a lot. I remember a long time ago, I used to be completely in love with Starburst. They're one of the only candies I'd ever eat back then. But then eventually it changed because I really came into Skittles. I really still like Skittles a lot. Eat them a lot. Then more recently it was, oh, actually a long time ago, it was also Crunch Bars, which I still like, and then Twix came into the equation. Uh, that's actually more recent, like about a year ago. Never had Twix prior to like a year ago, so like, oh, I can't believe I've actually haven't had this for how long. Um, Also, sometimes I find random stuff out just through experiments, but I don't know if any of you guys know this. Probably not, and there's gonna be people who are like, I knew that. But there's actually some kind of property in the juice of a pickle that will actually change the taste of diet soda into a more regular soda taste. And there's a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, diet soda does not have real sugar in it, it's really bad for you. It can give you cancer and everything. I was like, if it could give you that very easily, I don't think they'd actually put that on the market. I don't drink diet sodas a lot because, well, if I did and all I was eating was pickles, I would probably need to actually gain more weight because I burn off all my calories pretty much, and I just keep even though I drink like I don't know how many sodas a day. Um, but yeah, like after a while, sometimes I'll just start eating pickles and drinking some diet soda, and it tastes just like drinking regular soda, just yeah, pickles. And I think it's just I can't really remember all the things from science, but pretty much when it first goes in there, it's kind of confused and it's gonna be in with all of it, but after a while, it's gonna separate. So make sure, like, either you take it yourself, or if you're gonna pretty much drink the soda real fast, you put some into the soda. But if you're not gonna drink real fast, I recommend you just like gradually doing it, like you know, eating a pickle or for some reason drinking a little bit of pickle juice and then drinking the soda. I don't know what you guys would do. But I've known it for a really long time, so not sure if any of you guys ever knew it, but it works. A lot of my friends have tested it, even though it sounds insane. But you're gonna be like, okay, this guy's very crazy, or there's gonna be people who are like, no, it doesn't. Or, as I said before, there's gonna be like, I knew that, but really, I didn't even see anything on that kind of thing. So, unless you're hiding it like I was hiding it for a long time, then you're really just trying to take credit for something I found myself. I mean, I found it, I don't know how long ago. Very, very early on, though. Because I started drinking sodas when I was like, I don't know, 6. Pretty much when I started playing rated M games. See, rated M games are good for our children. Very violent. And also, I don't. There's reasons why people recommend people to be 18 because sometimes they can actually lead to bad behavior. Like, I remember one seeing the news on a guy who pretty much thought, like, played so much Grand Theft Auto that I actually thought Grand Theft Auto was real life. Sadly, killed an officer, and they had to kill him because assaulting an officer, you can kill them. If it depends on how they do it. And if you just slap the officer, they really can't kill you. But if you kill an officer, they will shoot back. Self-defense. It was really sad. But I don't want to end on a sad note. So I'm gonna think of something to talk about. Why you guys forget that I was talking about that? Just trying to explain stuff. Um. Also, sometimes people say, TV can rot your brain. It's like I probably know a lot of very helpful things from TV. I mean, I don't watch PBS and all that. I will watch violent TV shows or funny TV shows and TV shows I don't even understand half the things they say just because my friends are watching them. But, um, yeah, I know to treat for a wound that is caused by gunshot or stab or something, just bleeding out wound open. Just tighten the wound, make sure that there's no blood to escape. But there's a lot of things TV can teach us, but there's also a lot of things that TV can just be there for stupid things. But entertainment is a human necessity. Like, we all need a whole bunch of things to actually be happy and everything. Like, we need to be entertained at times. We need to talk to other people at times. We just need to do a whole lot of things. Kind of like The Sims. It'll literally tell you everything you have to, which is kind of creepy, because it makes sense, but that's why I like The Sims. It'll literally tell you every single thing your guy will need to actually be fulfilled and happy. Like, you need to be clean or else you're gonna feel really bad about yourself. You're like, oh my gosh, I smell horrible, and they kind of have to show you those things because, you're not your character. You can't be like, ooh, gotta go to the bathroom, kind of nervous, bladder and everything, or, oh my gosh, I'm so tired even though it's been about 24 seconds or something. I don't know, like a minute or two, and since I'm on like fast forward 3, just going through all day, it's like, what? I was only up for about 2 minutes. Come on. That's why I have to add all those things, but it's very true that some of those things, that most of those things will actually lead to happiness, but there's sometimes when they don't, there's a lot of different, I don't know. I'm telling you guys, I will ramble on, and I'll do it to a point where I'll try to make it make sense. And also, I just found another random pixel. Wait, I'm trying to look over it so you guys can see. I can see it. There we go. Think I did it right. Well, I'm going to go play some video games or lay down or something because I'm really tired. Or just watch TV. So, yeah, guys, give me a suggestion on what to talk about because I love to get topics because I've made a whole bunch of, 15-minute videos that I don't even remember that I just delete afterwards. Just, there's a few reasons. One, I like to talk, but I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself. So, kind of making a video will make me feel like I'm not talking to myself. Um, Second, there will be those moments where I'm so far into a game where I'm just like, wait, I was recording. And I'll just look at this red mark when I'm using Band again. Just like, we got a red mark, like, oh yeah, I was recording. How long ago was it since I lost talk? Let's see, I went through about 2 games, I think now. So, it can be very bad. And those are just the videos I delete, because I don't want you guys to see me just playing a game. I want to actually be communicating to you guys. I mean, you guys can randomly just see me pause for a little while because I do talk really fast, and sometimes I even stumble on my own words. Mm. Also, just interesting things about me, like, I didn't start talking until I was about 3, or 3 something, I don't know, years old, not height. That'd be very scary if I was that tall and not talking yet. And I was told that my education would never really end. Early on, they're just gonna make these ridiculous judgments just based on something happening. Like, I was kind of a late talker, so they thought that my development would lead to me only being able to comprehend enough for a elementary school level, and I'm in high school and I'm in some pretty high classes. When I've also friends who talk a lot earlier than I do, I'm pretty sure of it. And they're in a lower class because, I mean, you can't make ridiculous estimates when you're a kid. They have to make them when you've matured more. Also, guys, if you haven't noticed me stumbling on my own words sometimes, or sometimes just saying a word around the wrong pronunciations, because I do have slight speech impediment. Not that noticeable though. Not a lot of people really know I even have a speech impediment because it's just been so well because I've had help for it and it's not there anymore. I mean, the thing I really had the most trouble dealing with was saying the TH sound. I would not use that. I'd just be using F's instead. So it was pretty bad. And also, when I'm just talking really fast, I will still say birthday as birthday. I don't know what it is. I just naturally say it that way. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna end the video here and do what I said I was gonna do: lay down, watch TV, or go play video games, or having a new topic. I could also get a snack. Snacks are always good. Or eat dinner. Maybe dinner's ready. Maybe dinner's been ready ever since I started making this video. I'm just missing dinner. Guys, I could be missing dinner right now.